My name is Pam Robinson. I worship here at St Matthew's in Stockport, and here's my story of how I came to faith. I actually spent the first 42 years of my life resisting God, resisting the whole idea of church and Christianity. I had friends around me who were Christians, but I was not interested. My mum and my dad weren't really church people. My mum was Catholic but lapsed, so that really wasn't something that was part of my life. Life was good. Until it wasn't. And when I was around 40, 42, things were very challenging at home. Lots of different things were going on. And I found myself praying to a God that I didn't really believe in. But you know what? He answered prayers. And it was, thank you very much. And then I will get on with my life. And then during one of the worst and most difficult and challenging weeks of my life, my cat went missing. And this was kind of the straw that broke my back. Day 1, no cat. Day 2, no cat. Day 3 comes, and I walked down my stairs, which were open plan, and I stopped. And I said to God, okay, God, if you are really real, there will be a cat waiting for me. I took one more step, and of course there was the cat, being a cat. And something changed this time. This time I actually said, and my words were, okay, God, you've got me. And in that moment, I opened my heart, I let God in, and I had the full transformational experience. I had the fireworks, I felt completely and utterly loved. And I even felt Jesus doing a little happy dance at the side of me. And it was the most incredible experience of my life. I realised then I had to follow this up. I had to go to church now. So I found my local church, which at that time was St Mark's, and I worked out the best time for me to go. And would you believe it? It was back to church Sunday. Again, God held out his hand and said, they're going to be expecting people who don't know what they're doing. So just come, I'll be with you. So when I went to St Mark's, absolutely shaking in my boots, and I remember there were balloons on the door, people had welcome on their t-shirts. I scurried in and sat down, and my words were to myself, right, I'm in, I'm just in. Didn't know what I was doing, but I was there. And then a very tall man in a long white robe plonked himself down next to me and said, hello, I'm David, I'm the vicar. Do I know you? And I said, no, but I'm here. And really at that point, that's all I could offer. I am here. But God knew me really, really well. And he knows I like to crack on. So within a week, it was Harvest Festival, something really familiar to me. Then I was on my Alpha course, which I'd wanted to do for a long time. Then I was on my confirmation classes. And before I knew it, the Diocese of Chester had released their Growth Action Planning, their GAP programme. Now, setting visions and missions and objectives had been my job for a really long time in the civil service. So I had the chance to say, would you like me to get involved? And I got 2-word reply from the clergy team, which just said, yes, please. And in that moment, I stepped forward. I started using all my lived experience as being a carer, working with lots of services across Stockport, and I could bring that into my church. I could connect my community together. And over time, that actually became a job. I actually had the opportunity to leave my job as a civil servant to work at my church. And it was fantastic. So I became the Community Development Manager here at St Matthew's in 2012. And in the last 10, 12 years, we have done some amazing things in this community. Some of my work is faith-based, but a lot of it is simply helping people live life to the full. John 10:10. You can't live life to the full if you're sat in a flat with no heating and no food. So my job is to help to create this wonderful community of people working together in faith, whether you're of faith or not, but bringing that together and building up our community. And that's my story.